It's Friday the 24th of April and welcome to KitPlus Daily. I think after this week we will stop saying it, or maybe say it in a slightly different way. But for now, rest assured we are social distancing.
I can't believe how fast this week has gone. With the help of our guests, we've done audio monitoring, lenses, batteries, all the way to remote connectivity. Even a bit of funding and finance.
Now, we've always said we're a broad church in terms of content, which is reflected in the KitPlus magazine. Don't forget, you can always read the electronic copy online. The link's on the screen now. And do stay tuned for today's special guest, who you will not want to miss. And that's coming up after the news.
So, to kick off, if you're looking at display monitor embedded computer solutions, then you'll be interested to know that Densitron have announced the addition of 3 new models to their acclaimed U-Ready control surface range. The U-Ready display range are high-resolution control surfaces that provide a comfortable, wide-angle viewing experience and can be easily configured for multiple applications and user preferences. U-Ready is engineered to fully respond to the needs of broadcast telecommunications and many other networked business applications where monitoring and control are vital operational requirements. And we're hoping to get Densitron on the show in the next week or so to tell us more. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing.
Cool. So at the moment, the world's witnessing and adapting to drastic changes in the way we work and learn. Such circumstances, of course, created a pressing demand for efficient remote communication and content production that multiple users can access at any time and anywhere. So with this in mind, Sony have introduced 2 new compact cameras, and it's expanded its renowned remote camera lineup with, wait for it, we've got some model numbers coming up, the SRG-XP1 POV and the SRG-XB25 box. The cameras deliver high quality images at 4K 60 alongside full IP connectivity and will be available from August 2020. Each camera has a wide angle lens or powerful optical zoom, ideal for hard to access sites with limited space for a full-size camera and dedicated operator. Talk about limited space, I think we need a few of those here.
Great. And last but not least, some big news this week. BirdDog have announced the immediate availability of NDI Multiview Lite and NDI Multiview Pro for generating NDI Multiview streams from any NDI source. So NDI Multiview Pro supports up to 6 multiview outputs. Each can be independently configured with any of the 5 preset layouts. You can choose between full screen, 2x2, 3x3, 4x4 and the traditional 2x8. 2 large and 8 small windows, that is. NDI Multiview Lite supports 6 outputs with a maximum layout of 2x2.
Cool. And now for today's special guest. And today from Melbourne, Australia, we're joined by Eamon from BirdDog. Welcome to KitPlus Daily, Eamon. We've been hearing news of the NDI Multiview Pro and the NDI Multiview Lite from BirdDog. Can you expand on that and tell us what that gives your customers?
Yes, absolutely. And firstly, thanks for having me on. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, so it's great to be here. So we released NDI Multiview, and it comes in 2 versions, the Lite version and the Pro version. And basically, NDI Multiview is a software-only multiviewer that allows any NDI source to come in as an input, and then you can use any of the preset templates, the 2x2, 4x4, the traditional 2 large and 8 small windows, and then send that out as a single NDI stream. And then that NDI stream can be decoded using BirdDog hardware, or it can also be decoded on any computer running the free NDI tools. So there's no need now to have a hardware multiviewer. Any computer can become a multi-view window.
So, Eamon, BirdDog has got a reputation for doing things at a good price point as well. How much is each of the products?
Yeah, so in US dollars, and I'm not sure what that translates to in pounds or euros at the moment, but it's $99 US for the Lite version. Yeah, and $499 for the Pro version. So the only difference between the two versions is the Lite version is capped at a maximum of 6 outputs, so 6 independent streams, and they can be a 2x2 window. And then the Pro version, of course, can go up to 6 windows as well, and it can have up to 5 templates, so they can be a full screen, a 2x2, a 3x3, a 4x4, and the more traditional 2 large windows and 8 small windows.
So Eamon, I spoke to BirdDog at ISE earlier this year, and obviously you guys are well known for producing cameras or NDI cameras that use full NDI and not just NDI HX, but the full NDI protocol. You've got some updates coming as well to that, I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been quite busy since ISE, and that feels like a few weeks ago, and also feels like a year ago. We've been very busy here at BirdDog. But yeah, since then we released a new camera called the P400. So the P400 is a 4K camera that supports full NDI, but more than that, we're really excited that it's a 10-bit camera. So it's one of the world's, well, we have the 2 world's first 10-bit cameras with the P4K and the P400. They'll both be shipping in about 2 weeks. But the P400 has a price point of under $4,000 US, and it's full 10-bit. Plus, we've got access to the full color matrix inside there because we use Sony sensors and Sony image modules. We've got access to the full color matrix. We've got access to black level control. We've got access to the gamma control and 512 preset gammas. Gamma presets, I think, is probably a more accurate way to say that. And yeah, and then we've released a new piece of software to control all of our cameras. Remotely. It almost acts like a remote CCU for shading, and that gives you access to all of the features of the camera remotely through a Windows 10 application. So yeah, so you can shade cameras remotely. And the coolest thing for me is it actually has a full screen preview on the output, so you can really dial in the colors. And then with a click of a button, you can color match cameras across multiple cameras by copying the settings from camera 1 to camera 2 to camera 3. So yeah, so you can remotely shade and color match in just a few clicks of a mouse now.
Brilliant, and that's one of the advantages for those who don't know of going 10-bit is the flexibility that you have to manipulate the color and the image of the cameras.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to give you much better color depth and better black levels as well. And yeah, and with the cam control software, if you have a P400 plugged in as opposed to one of our P200s, which doesn't have that 10-bit features and the full color matrix, it just adds those options on the bottom of the software. So yeah, so depending on what you've got it plugged into, it just automatically detects it, and then you get those features that you can use remotely.
That's great, Eamon. So we've heard a rumour that you have some cloud solutions going on. It's very, very topical in the current situation.
Yeah, so we actually BC in 2019, so last year, and we've had a lot of interest in it in the last sort of month and a half, obviously, with people being in lockdown. So everyone's seen across the internet people working from their garages, their spare bedroom, their lounge room, and things like this. So what it actually allows you to do is use a high quality camera, such as one of our PTZs or a production camera, feed that into a computer using NDI. That computer can create a link over the public internet using an SRT connection to another computer in a different location, and then outputs NDI into a vision mixer, and you can do a production that way. But the really cool thing about cloud is it sends back the controls to do PTZ control, tally, and we're about to release audio intercom support for that as well. So you get tally, comms, and PTZ control all over the public internet using our cloud software. So, you know, one of the biggest challenges we're seeing, and I'm sure everyone's seen it, is we have all these celebrities sitting in their houses, but they don't really know how to light themselves correctly. They don't really sound that good. The picture quality is often, let's be honest, it's often garbage. And we can fix that now with cloud by, you know, sending in a PTZ camera, a little Nook computer or something like that, and giving them better picture quality. So we've been talking to some of the biggest broadcasters all over the world about this. We're about to roll out some fairly big installations around the place, and we're really excited about cloud because, yeah, it just treats out a PTZ camera or the production camera like it was an NDI camera on the local network, but it literally can be anywhere. So I think anyone in the TV industry has had the dream of sitting on the beach, you know, in the Bahamas, drinking a cocktail with a laptop out, a Wi-Fi connection, and doing a remote production. We're probably not quite there yet, but we're not far off it. So.
That's fantastic. I mean, yeah, the world of sort of BirdDog and NDI is really big, really expanding. Thank you very much for coming on, and well, we hope to catch up in person soon.
Yeah, I hope we can. And thank you very much for having me on. I really appreciate the time.
So thank you, Eamon, for joining us. It's always great to have people from other side of the world. Isn't technology amazing? And on that note, if you want to come on the show, then please do get in touch. Likewise, if you've got any comments or questions, then you can either tweet us at KitPlusUK or send us an email on the email that's shown on screen now.
And don't forget the user reviews. Why not earn yourself £100 this weekend? It doesn't need to be, perfect and polished, but just something that you value in your kit. The link is on screen now. £100 for every one we use.
And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday for more news and a week of special guests. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And today from Melbourne, Australia, we have Eamon from BirdDog. Hello. Oh, fucking hell. Do it again.
No, use that one.
We've been